We have here with me the Finance Committee Chairman, Patrick Boamah, also MP for Kankwe Central, to also brief us or tell us what the major highlights were for him. Honorable, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, City and ChannelOne TV, for the opportunity.
Thanks for joining us.
Speak with you.
Exactly. So, what was the major highlight for you in this presentation?
Thank you very much again. I believe that the President came to the House to perform a very important constitutional duty, which is to give an account on the state of the nation as he exits office. Not everyone will be enthused about the presentation that he made, but I believe that he used the opportunity to touch on every aspect of the economy, from the governance aspect, health, education, infrastructure, and what have you. Number one, on the economy, the President recounted what he inherited in 2016, what he took us through pre-COVID, post-COVID, and what he's living with us now. Number one is the growth rate before COVID, which was over 6.5%. We're being touted as the fastest growing economy in the world at a certain point. Number two, COVID struck, and we suffered a lot. We had to even go through a banking sector cleanup. We spent billions of cedis to clean the financial sector. People have issues with it. It's still a topic for discussion, and he spoke about it. And he believes that it has given the financial sector a very strong position. That is also a point that anyone can debate or speak about. Secondly, COVID has had some expenditures that he believes helped save lives. Number three, the President spoke about our gross international reserves being over $8-point-something billion, as against $6-point-something billion that he inherited.
Exactly.
The facts are there at the central bank to check. Number four is the debt to GDP ratio, which he stated has reduced from 79% to about 74%. All in all, inflation and other growth figures were addressed by the President. It's not too, they are not the figures that you would want to hear, but given where he picked the economy from, given where COVID took us to, and given the fact that we are still under an IMF program, I believe it's work in progress. He's been able to turn the curve. He's been able to put in place some measures that I believe President Mahama with his economic team will also look at revise or review it, and ensure that we stay the course on a growth path for the good of all of us.
Well, for most Ghanaians, they believe that in as much as these figures may see some improvement in terms of living conditions, they are still battling. How would you address such concern?
Well, it's a very important point from the Ghanaian, because if you throw out data and it's not reflective on their day-to-day activity, they have cause to complain. That is democracy. That is a right given every Ghanaian. But you see, data will take some time before it becomes reflective in your pockets. And I believe that within the next year and a half, we'll come to appreciate what the government did. And I want to believe that President Mahama will also ensure that the growth path that we are on is not hindered.
In terms of the Agenda 111 project, he indicated that so far only 3 have been commissioned, with active work ongoing on the remaining parts of the project. Is this not too insignificant, considering the fact that this was a promise that the President had intended to achieve within 18 months?
Thank you very much. It's a challenge, because Agenda 111 was mentioned by the President, I think, in one of his addresses during his COVID reviews on TV. And he saw the lack of some infrastructure in terms of health care within the districts. So it's a program, a very, how do I put it, ambitious one as such, that he embarked upon. Because at the end of the day, every government wants to have a district hospital in every district well equipped. So if the President announced an Agenda 111 program plus the building of 7 regional hospitals in the newly created regions plus Kwesiminti Efiakuma Hospital, then I believe every serious government, whether the president completed it or not, would want to ensure that the districts which have not been catered for or whose program health facilities are being constructed are duly completed by the because when the president came in, I know the University of Ghana Medical Center was built by the NDC.
Okay.
He did the phase 2 and ensured its operationalization in most of the centers. You go to Kolebu, the oncology department has been a lot of things have happened, and I believe that President Boamah will also continue from where President Akufo-Addo left off.
Let's delve a bit into the energy sector. Now, President Akufo-Addo says that in as much as he inherited Dumso, as we popularly term it, he is leaving behind, he's leaving the lights on, if I should put it. Yesterday, you indicated that 20 billion Ghana cedis has also been allocated for the payment of interest, which includes the ESLA and then also IPPs. Some also believe that we are not at it yet. There are still some parts of the country that are witnessing the power crisis. Have we been able to achieve this particular aim of ending Dumso?
Thank you. As I sit here, I believe we've done very well in the energy sector in terms of maintaining the lights on, in terms of giving gas to the industries to power their gen sets or plants. Fact is that in his statement, if you listen carefully, he said that he inherited an energy sector debt of about 2.5 billion with some take or pay arrangements, and that he was leaving with the lights on. And it's true, the lights are on. You may have some power challenges, but the lights are on. We stayed under Dumso for 4 years, you know that. There were challenges with artisanal works, the hairdressers, you know it, it's a fact. Secondly, you rightly said that yesterday when I supported a motion to approve the expenditure in advance of appropriation, government also has allocated out of the 68 billion Ghana cedis, 20 billion to take care of the ESLA fund, that's the energy sector levy account, and also some amount of money to help pay the IPPs. Nobody has been able to settle our energy sector debt. It's true, you know, since time immemorial. No president. We've always had issues with energy sector debts. Sometimes they call it the legacy debt and what, under recoveries and all those things. So that's why the ESLA was put in place and monies have been paid into it. There are also other obligations in terms of our debts that are accruing that we are supposed to settle with our bilateral partners, AFDB, World Bank, that is captured in the report, about 1.something billion Ghana cedis to some of our donor partners. So all in all, the energy sector has got to improve. A lot of progress has been made. If lights have been kept on, even in the face of some of these challenges, then it behoves on the incoming government not to have any excuses, but to also come and improve upon it and reduce the energy sector debt so that we have a structured economy, because the economy cannot run if we don't have power. That is one of the biggest things any government must do to ensure that power is sustained to enable industry and every Ghanaian, both domestic and industrial, have power at all times. Because the NDC is promising a 24-hour economy. You cannot undertake a 24-hour economy without the power sector having challenges. So those are my thoughts, sir.
Well, finally, I would want to ask you, what is your general impression of the Akufo-Addo government so far within the last 8 years?
He's done his best. Posterity will judge him.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.
God bless you and have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.